Hi, I'm Dan Orpheus, and this is my review of a Cyrusher ES200 e-scooter. But before we get into that, let's take a look at some B-roll footage. The Cyrusher ES200 e-scooter has a nice clean design with a 350 watt motor and a removable 10 amp hour 36 volt battery, capable of doing speeds of up to 20 miles per hour and a distance of up to 28 miles in range, and all this in a waterproof design chassis. The 350 watt performance brushless motor is housed in the front wheel. It's capable of speeds of up to 20 miles per hour or 32 kilometers per hour. The motor will also climb hills of 15 degrees effortlessly, making it suitable for most riding situations. And all this housed in 10-inch air-filled tyres for that extra comfort, with reflective strips and integrated front fenders. The rear wheel has a 120mm disc brake system that also cuts power to the motor when the brake lever is engaged, and the red reflective strips on both sides. The integrated rear fender also acts as a second brake by gently pushing it down with your back foot for even quicker and shorter braking distances when using both combined. When the brake lever is engaged, the rear fender also has a brake LED that lights up, giving a clear signal to the road users behind you. The handlebars have anti-slip grips, a red push throttle with power and function button. In the centre we have the LED display for speed, mode and battery life. On the left of this we have a bell and a brake lever. Just below the display is a handy hook for a small bag of shopping. Then directly below this you can see the removable 36 volt 10 amp hour battery, which has a charge time of around 5 to 6 hours and will be good for over 800 charge cycles. Then at the bottom of the stem you can see the folding mechanism and lock-in ring to hold everything in place. The front of the handlebars also has an integrated LED light that produces 120 lumens, and it's turned on or off with the function buttons. The main standing board has a high grip rubber platform with the Cyrusher logo, and also a fold out stand for when the scooter is not in use. Lowering the main stem couldn't be simpler. Just turn the folding ring clockwise, then lower the folding lever. As you bring down the stem, you'll notice a small recess in the fender. Just drop the hook onto this and away you go. To raise the stem, gently push down on the rear fender and lift. Make sure the stem is raised fully and reverse the process of lowering, pushing the lever up and then sliding the folding ring back round to hold it in place. Lastly, we have the scooter display. To switch on, just hold down the power button for 3 seconds. Here you can see current speed, battery status, and pressing the function button will scroll through the 3 speed settings. No little d means the slowest speed. The blue D is a mid speed and the red being the fastest. Pushing down on the throttle while stationary will not engage the motor. To get this to work, the scooter must be moving at around 2 miles per hour before it will engage. The front light can be switched on by 2 quick presses to the function button, and the same again to switch it off. To turn off the scooter, just hold down the power for 3 seconds, and that's it. Oh, one last thing. The scooter has a cruise function. To engage, just keep your speed consistent for 6 seconds. You'll then hear a beep to let you know it's engaged. You can now take your hand off the throttle. Touching either the throttle or the brake will disengage the cruise function instantly. So, what's my verdict on the Cyrusher ES200 e-scooter? Well, I had a lot of fun testing this scooter and putting it through its paces. When the scooter arrived, its default max speed was 15.5 miles per hour, or 25 kilometers per hour. But there were instructions for de-restricting it to get it to 20 miles per hour. So if that's something you wish to do, you now know it's possible with a couple of changes on the LCD screen. The air-filled 10-inch tyres really helped cushion the ride, acting as a reasonably good shock absorber, and I found riding the ES200 quite comfortable. A big standout feature for me though was the removable 36-volt 10Ah battery. So if you wanted to purchase a second battery for longer rides, swapping them out would be a breeze, unlike many other scooters at this price range. The current UK price for this scooter at the time of this review is £659, and the same in US dollars. So overall, not a bad price for what you're getting. The LED lights front and back are nice and bright. For riding in the dark though, I'm not so sure, as from the back the only light visible would be from when you engage the brakes. So my advice would be to only ride in well lit areas. I spoke to the team at Cyrusher, who informed me that spares would be available from their website in the non too distant future. So should you need that spare battery or replacement tyres, just know they'll have you covered. Well, that about wraps up my review for now. Don't forget, all the links are in the description below. I'm off to have me some fun. See you later.